Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. So today we have some scrap for you, as you can see. We have a load of steel. I said before we weren't going to take it, but since we got our upgrade at the scrapyard, now we can take the stuff and get 7 cents a pound instead of 1 cent a pound before. So we are going to be taking steel, maybe a little bit more of the dense type, but we'll see. Because we do have a little bit of announcement for you guys, in case you haven't heard yet. So stay tuned for that. Mr. Volt was like throwing all his stuff in and he tossed over his bucket and he had to go get that. No plastic in there. And most of the stuff that we are, showing right here is from industrial type dives. So if you are scrapping, then I suggest you check out some like industrial areas. Check out their dumpsters because there's so much scrap that's being thrown away. There's a little view for you guys. Just watch out for the nails. That's the only thing that we don't like about that, that part of the scrapyard. There's so many nails. Mr. Volt found this and was like, upgrade. This thing was actually pretty strong and it fit perfect. So he was able to carry a bit more in that one. And that was actually good for holding some scrap too as well. So yeah, we're looking for more places to store scrap when we separate it. So we might buy some bins to use for our scrap. That's another thing that we're looking into buying. Because we've been filling our totes, but they're getting pretty full now. So that was like a dual monitor set right there. And of course, if possible, pick up around you. Never leave a mess. That's the thing too, is that a lot of these places, my husband has permission or they are perfectly fine with him dumpster diving here because they already know that he picks up after himself. And tools like this, if you find, even if they're not working, you can sell them on eBay for parts or repair. You can put like a lot together as well, like if they're lower priced tools. So there are people that like to buy those things as well. And someone had asked why we take the bottles. So we mentioned before in here that the cans and bottles go to our kids. So where we're at, we get pretty good money for them, about $1.70 a pound. So they pay good. And that just helps out, like our kids, they sort through them and then they take them in. So that's their money, they split it. So we like to just, have them help out. I mean, they do help out with different things too as well. Our daughter watches our baby, and our son helps out with the scrapping with my husband. And the money that they get from that, I mean, that goes to their bank account, and they're able to spend it on things that they need. So we like to do it that way. That way, they are a little bit more independent. They're already in high school, so they can make some extra money and, use that to buy stuff that they need. And I think even like the whole dumpster diving thing, they see how much stuff is thrown out. Mr. Volt was checking this out like, you think I can put this in the vault? I don't know about that one. He was looking at the car like, that would make a nice trailer. I think he was seriously thinking about it. But no, he did not take it. But, like I mentioned earlier, we did purchase a trailer, so we will show you a little picture right here. And then, most likely in our next video, we will be showing it in action. So this dumpster dive right here was taken a little bit before we got the trailer. And so now we're able to take more scrap, and it's just easier to get it in and out. So the shower frames, those are extruded aluminum, and those are pretty good. That's pretty good money right there too. That's another thing that we find a lot too with like industrial areas is like the aluminum. We find a lot of copper and brass as well. So I guess now with our trailer we can pick up more steel. But of course we won't pass up any copper or brass, but yeah, I guess that's if it's a slow day, then we'll pick up some steel. But if anybody sells online too, look up some of the stuff, because especially like businesses, industrial areas, they throw out a lot of stuff that's really expensive. So, because a lot of it is, for industrial purposes, so they have to be made well, strong, and yeah, just good quality. So make sure to check them out, because sometimes it's way better to just sell it on eBay, even for parts or repair, than to scrap it. But of course, that's just your, your preference, how you want to do it. So in this right here, let me get a good view for you guys, but yeah, that was sold at the scrapyard. So my husband was taking in his load of scrap, and there was a man that offered him $20 for it. Right there. So yeah, there's just, you never know what you're gonna find. I believe that was a pump. It's if the man offered him $20 for it, I'm sure it was worth a lot more than that. But it was gonna go as scrap, so it was, good that the man asked him for it. So even like that, if you find something, make sure to look it up if possible. So if you're new to this channel, we do donate 5% of the money that we make from our scrap to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. And we are going to be increasing that soon, hopefully. We'll let you guys know when. But as of right now, we donate 5%. And we also recently started adding apartment dives to this channel. We used to do that before when we first started YouTube and before YouTube. But we have been getting requests for that, so we are going to continue to show you some of the scrapping, but also the apartments as well, so make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more.